yes. I had to let that come in. My hallelujah belongs to you. J.J. Harrison coming in strong with you deserve it, God. And yes, God, you deserve all of our praise. You deserve everything that we do. You are the ultimate Father. And today, you all, we have such an amazing show. I tell you that I was at the salon and this young man, and he's my older brother in Christ. You know, he's older than me. He has a lot of wisdom, and he came to the shop to bring me one of his T-shirts because he's doing something big in the community. And when he brought that shirt in, I was like, "Shit, Phil, what is this all about?" And he told me what it was about. But this is an amazing man, you all. He's been through some things, and life has turned around from him. And today's topic is God has turned it around for me. Now I'm going to introduce this young man, and I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about himself, and then we're going to dive into this topic, y'all, because we have a lot to talk about tonight. And like I said, y'all, such an amazing brother. He's won an award. I'm going to let him tell you about that as he introduces himself. It's an Impact Award, and he just received this award. But Sheffield, brother, it's good to have you today.
It's good to be here.
So, Sheffield, introduce yourself to the people today.
My name is Byron Sheffield.
And Byron, what's your life? What do you do now? What are some of the things that you do now in your life, Byron?
Well, in my life now, I'm a deacon at my church, and I work for this company that I oversee a lot of people. I do a lot of ministry, 12-step ministry. I've been cleaning for 24 years. I do room at the inn at the guest house, you know.
Yeah. So excited about just some of the things that we talk about and what you do. But y'all, tonight we're gonna get a little deep now. We're gonna get a little deep. So if y'all are prepared for this conversation tonight, y'all just get your listening ears on. So I'm gonna get ready to dive in. Monica, you got anything you want to say to the people before we get started?
Just want to say hello and welcome. Happy Monday to everyone. I hope you had a great Monday.
Yes. How was your Monday?
My Monday was good.
Yes.
God is good. So, yes.
So, Byron, we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. We're going to dive in quickly because this show goes by fast. I let so many people know that this show runs by so fast. So, I want to get out everything that I want to talk to you about. So, our topic is, God, you have turned it around for me. And I know as in our conversation, in our dialogue, we talked about a lot of things that you went through as a young man, things that you did as a young man, some of the issues you had to deal with in life, and I want to start here. What was your life with your parents like, Sheffield, when you were young? What was that life like for you?
My daddy died when I was 2, so my mama, she was, mom and daddy, and it was good. I come from Tullahoma, so when my daddy died, my mama packed us up and brought us to Nashville.
Okay. And how long have you been in Nashville now?
For 61 years.
61 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you were growing up as a young man, Sheffield, let me ask you this: what school and what side of town did you grow up on? That's going to be a big part of what we're talking about later on. What side of town did you grow up on?
On the west side.
On the west side. And
Preston Taylor, proud of it.
Preston Taylor, yes sir. I know a lot about. I've been there. A lot of you all might not know what Preston Taylor is, but it is a place where you can either grow up and it can be dangerous, or it can be something good for you. And Sheffield, Byron, do you want to give us a little history about your growing up? And tell us, high school, junior high. Tell us a little bit about a lot of those things that happened when you were growing up in that community.
Well, real brief. It's just not enough time for me to give you, everything. But I'm gonna give you just a little shot of it. So
yes, sir.
When I was growing up, I was a woman's man. I was they called pretty pretty fast on my feet. And, you know, I used to be a half-timer in school. You know, I won best dress.
Hold up, boy, hold up.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't tell me that you was a half-timer. Now.
Well, you know, I can't tell you everything.
Nah, but I'm saying that because, bro, you know me and Cecil were half-timers when we was at Whites Creek High School.
Oh, okay.
So that sparked me. I didn't know. Now you got layers on you, boy.
I was a half-timer at Cone High. The original Cone High, not Pearl Cone, but Cone High.
Cone High.
On Charlotte, yeah.
So, bro, you was a half-timer as well.
Yes, I was.
Wow, boy. So, I don't think y'all could have touched us back in the day. I don't know those shit. Yeah,
Hey, we was right now.
Was you popping and locking
Yes,
back in the day?
Yes, sir.
So keep going. Let's get back into that. So,
So you know, life was good. You know, growing up, I was a lot of things. You know, I was also a disc jockey at the Master Jam Disco called Peter Rabbit's.
Okay,
A lot of people familiar with that, I know. While I was in school, you know, I wasn't even supposed to be in the building.
wow.
Because I wasn't old enough, but you know, I DJ'd it so good that I was in there. But and it went well for a while, you know. And then I got a hold to some stuff.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And life started taking a change for me, you know. And you know, I ended up doing a lot of things that I ain't proud of, you know. And so I really just like to say that I end up homeless, but it was by choice.
Wow.
You know, because, you know, my family, and you know, they had it going on, you know, my mama, I could have lived with her, whatever, but I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was to get high.
Come on, bro. Come on. So, in that Sheffield, I mean, about what age you think you were when you started really going down that dark path that you would call a darker path in life?
About 16, 17, where it happened when I was 14, when my big brother got killed.
Wow.
In Preston Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Did you witness that? Did you witness your brother getting?
No, I didn't witness it. Thank God I wasn't with him that time, because I normally would be in the car with him all the time.
Okay.
Anytime he would leave, he would get me and I would ride with him. But they was going out to a function, and you know, somebody tried to rob him and, you know, shot and killed him, but it was over some heroin. It was back in the 70s, you know, so that's what was going on back then.
So, do you think that played a part in what actually happened to you, and wanted to indulge in some of the things that you said you indulged? Do you think that's what started it, or you say?
Yeah, yes, it started that road that I got on.
Okay.
Because I wanted revenge. You know what I'm saying? Because now you done took somebody from me. He wasn't just my big brother. He was also my daddy.
Wow.
See, because my daddy was gone at the age of 2.
Yeah.
So my big brother was brother daddy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So being brother daddy, I know that that just took you down a serious path, because I've been blessed to have my brother pretty much all, you know, my growing up. But my brother did get shot. He got robbed, and he was in his, I want to say his 20s, yeah. And I seen that happen, but thank God that he didn't, you know, get killed. So I seen it happen, but I didn't lose him. So I can't even imagine what it's like to lose your father at 2, and then as well lose your brother at about what, 14. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah. So in that Sheffield, what happened to you after that, brother? Because we're gonna get to the turnaround before we get out off of this other day.
After that, I went from a 14-year-old until a grown man. So I lost a lot of my growing up I had to just get right in there, and I had to start like fending, I had to do myself. I wanted revenge so bad. I started hanging around the people that my big brother hung around.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get what he had, cause I wanted revenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And in the midst of it, that I chose to indulge more than I should have been selling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Putting it in real term, in American terms, where everybody can understand that I was my best seller,
Okay.
and I bought it by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, that was the time when you started to use the drugs, and that you started to actually buy the drugs that you were selling to people, and you wasn't really making. Were you making some good money back then? I'm gonna answer that real quick. Was you making some good money back then, brother?
Back then, I wasn't making no money because I was the one buying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's amazing that we don't understand, y'all, that the life of doing that could really put you in a position or the place to where, because I know a lot of my brothers that back in the day I used to watch them, and they would be the big time sellers. I would look at them and look up to them. Sometimes some of them because they had the nicest cars, they had everything, but I didn't realize that a lot of them that I was looking at were going through so many struggles, themselves, because they were using it themselves. And I mean, the movies that we look at, think about Scarface, you all. Scarface is one of the biggest movies that I know a lot of us. Did you see Scarface, Monica?
I'm not sure.
But I watched Scarface, y'all, and Scarface had all the big toys, the guns, the houses, everything. But Scarface was a user of his product as well. So it took him down a lot of dark paths. It took him and put him in positions to where he had things, but he was in bondage. He wasn't free. And that right there let me look at life a lot different. Because I got to promise you, I never was sold it, but I smoked some good old marijuana in my day. I'm not ashamed to talk about that, because those things that we go through in life, and we're going to talk about the turnaround.
That's right.
A little bit later. So I appreciate you just being an open book today, brother, because a lot of people don't understand that drugs, and this is for our young people, this is for anyone out there that may be struggling or going through that, drugs will destroy your life. And I don't care how you try to slice it, dice it, bring it up, throw it back, but it will definitely destroy you if you don't watch it. So going back to you, Smithfield, so you say that in that part you were trying to like literally figure things out. Your brother had got shot, he was dead, you just had your mom, and it took you to a place to where you just want to be by yourself, or I mean, what was that like? Or just you want to be around the other OGs?
I wanted to pick up what my big brother left off at.
Okay.
So that's why I said that I went from 14 to 21 back then. And then back then, when you was talking about Scarface in the movie in your age, see, back then, when I was growing up, the movie for us was Superfly.
Superfly, yes sir, yes sir.
Eddie, you should know better. But, and what it was that, I was focused on the wrong thing.
Okay.
When I should have been talking to God.
That's it, bro.
About what happened to my brother. I took it in my own hands. See, I didn't realize then, like I know now, that God says that my battle is his battle. Mm-hmm. See, but I ain't know nothing about turning it over to God then, because I was my God. The dope and the things, the women's and the lifestyle, all of that was my God.
Yes, sir.
That's what I worship and serve, was that.
Wow. So in that life, Sheffield, I know your mom was looking at you there. I mean, what was the relationship like with your mother back then?
My mama, she loved me because I was, she said I was a mama's baby.
Okay.
When I was born, because she said my daddy used to try to take me places with him, and she said I would never go. I would always run and hide and get under the bed. You know, so I wouldn't go nowhere with him, and I understand that why I'm a ladies' man today. It shows me because how I was raised up with my mom, you know, and I wanted to, you know, be the best I could, but come to find out before she passed, Lord rest her soul, that she used to tell me that she was scared when the phone rang that night. She said because she was scared if she answered that somebody gonna tell her that somebody done killed your son.
Wow.
Because I was out there.
So Monica, real quick, having children, have you ever been through that, like scared to get a phone call at nighttime or just anything?
Yeah, just a phone call, period. You know, you don't ever want to get, that's a call you never ever want to get. So that's why we keep our kids covered in prayer. I'm pretty sure your mom did too. And those prayers were answered day after day. But yeah, every single day.
And Monica, you're so true, because that's the reason why I'm here.
That's right, the
today,
prayers.
because of my grandmama and my mama, you know, and my granddaddy. He was the preacher at Mount Zion in Tullahoma. So, you know, my family is a praying family.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know, they singers and all that. You go down to Tullahoma, all you gonna hear about is them Sheffield.
Them Sheffields, yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir. Woo. So, brother, so after that, you say you're about 21, and were you still addicted to the drugs at 21?
I was addicted more than ever at 21.
Okay.
Yeah, I was running a couple of clubs. I'm talking about I was DJ at Peter Rabbit's, lead Peter Rabbit's, go to after midnight, DJ there, and then when they closed, I would go to after what we called, it was just a clubhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I could celebrate because I've been working all night.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I've been getting high, drinking and drugging all night while I'm playing these records.
Oh, wow.
But then when I get off, my thing is I got to go celebrate, have fun for me,
Yeah.
and then get high. So I've been up all night.
Woo, Jesus. I mean, listen, to go through a life like a lot of us have been through, and to be able to come out on top. Now, man, when I look at you now, and I just hear you talk, man, I have so much respect for you, because we're gonna talk a little bit about what you are doing in the places that God has put you in. Like I say, y'all, this man has won an award, you all, for Impact Award. Talk about that real quick, Sheffield, about this award you won. Then we're gonna go back into our conversation about how you got where you got, bro.
Okay, at my job, I've been in my job for 24 years.
What job is that?
I work for Goodwill Industry.
Okay.
Yeah. They were the only one that gave me a chance. 24 years ago, when I finally got it off the streets and got in recovery, got in the halfway house, I had to have a job. So I'm finally now learning that they ain't gonna let you live free. Ain't nothing free.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to pay to live in this halfway house. So they told me I need to go get a job. So long story short, I wind up at Goodwill, because they the only one that didn't look at me because I was on crutches and one leg. See, I didn't even have a prosthetic then. You know what I'm saying? So
hold up, brother. Hold up. We done went a little bit fast. You said you lost. How did you lose your leg, Sheffield?
I lost my leg because I got shot.
Wow.
Yeah, I got shot in both of them. One of them came completely off, and the other one I got shot in the muscle calf. And all of that was due to some decisions that I made.
Wow. Wow.
Ain't nobody do nothing to me that I didn't deserve to be done to. Let me get that straight first.
Okay.
You know, whatever happened to me, I deserve what happened to me. Because if anybody had done to me what I done to them, I would have done it too.
Wow. So this is crazy because like I said, I've been knowing you now going about 20-something years, okay, and I always would see you with pants on. I really didn't ever start seeing you with shorts until maybe 10 years into our relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so you what age were you when you lost your leg, Sheffield?
Well, it been about 25 years ago. So I'm 63.
So
and do the math.
Okay. So with that real quick, do you think that losing the leg was part of your turnaround, or?
Definitely. I'm glad that you hit that point because when I had both of my legs, I was so fast. I would run. I run from the police. I was quick. They used to call me peon. Because I would take off in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so not knowing that I wasn't also running from them and from stuff or wherever, I was running from God too.
Wow.
And see, and long as I was able to run, because see, I could get what I want. I can defend me or whatever. I kept something. I strapped, I kept down. The stuff I was doing, I had to, because I know you reap what you sow. I always know that. But I thought I was too bad for something to happen.
You thought karma couldn't come back?
I didn't think it could come back and get me, because see, I'm all ready for the retaliating things. So when I lost my leg, I didn't know it was a part of God turning around.
Jesus.
I swear I didn't know. I used to holler all the time, God, why? Why me? And when I started getting sober, I learned not God why, but God what.
That's good, man.
What is you trying to tell me? What I'm supposed to get from this? And I found out it was that all he wanted to do was slow me down and get my attention. Because that's why he allowed me to lose a leg and not my life.
Wow, that's awesome.
Woo. Monica. Woo. Boy, you give me chills over here just listening to what you're saying, man. And to lose a leg, and you said you felt like that was God.
I know it was.
Slowing you down.
I know it was.
So, in God doing that, man, what actually started happening at that? Because now I think we're on our way to the turnaround.
We are right at the turnaround, because 2 years into losing my leg, I was still out on the street trying to get retaliation. But now I'm on crutches. You could hear me before I even come. So it's like you ain't got to see me. All you can hear was ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. They said, here come Cat Bill.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they called me on the street, was Cat Bill. So everybody know me by that name. So, but I knew that it was the turnaround.
Wow. So, in that place right there where you was at, you were dealing with, because how long did you stay in the hospital with this?
I stayed in the hospital for like about 4 weeks. I stayed in a coma for 2 weeks. And the doctor told me that I must have had a strong will to live, because all of the blood I had lost, he don't know how I was still living. And how I know it was God, because when I was in that coma, I remember that I was running from something, and all I could see was a light.
Come on, bro.
It was a light.
Wow.
They was after me, you know. I think they trying to kill me or whatever. All I know is I was running for that light, and can't nobody tell me that wasn't God. Cause when I reached that light, that's when they say I woke up. I came out the coma.
Jesus. So coming out of that coma, what was your next steps, man? What was your next steps?
I couldn't focus. I couldn't remember anything. You know, when I came out the coma and I seen my mama and my sister and them around me, you know, and I woke up and I said, what I'm doing in here? And I went to get out of bed, and that's when I seen that it was, when I raised my leg up, it was real short.
Yeah.
And then it came back to me. I said, man, that done shot my leg off.
Wow.
Sure did.
Did you know who it was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So at that particular time, did revenge come into your spirit, into your heart when you went at it?
Yes, it did. Because that's what we was known to do. But God had his hand on me.
Yeah.
You know, and God was like, you ain't got to worry about this. You know, go. This is not what I want you to do anyway. I need you to do this or whatever. But I wasn't trying to hear it. I was still, you know, trying to get revenge for what happened to me.
Yeah.
Because the people need to see, you know, and then after what they know about me, they know that I was coming.
Yeah.
They just didn't know when.
Right. But God slowed you down. He put something in your mind.
He turned me around.
Yeah.
He turned me around. You know, my pattern of thinking and the things I was doing was kind of a little different. I got away from where it happened at and went somewhere else and started doing something different.
Okay.
But I was still getting high.
Okay.
You know, I used to push a lawnmower and a weed eater down the street on crutches, and that's how I would hustle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm talking about if there was a will, there was a way. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're right here where I want to be. The turnaround. God turned it around for you. So let's talk about some of the first things and the first steps that happened that actually turned it around in your life. I mean, because the trauma that you just talked about, brother, that's intense, man.
Yes.
I'm in my mind like, Lord, could I even have made it through? I mean, Mom, I know you're scared, but over there probably over there like, Lord, I couldn't have. But the turnaround, what?
Just glad that, you know, God got a hold of you. He didn't take your life. He took your leg, but you're still getting around and you're looking good. So what, and like I said, what's meant for evil, God means for good.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that today.
So the turnaround shit, man. Let's go there.
So the turnaround, the Egypt, and it's crazy. This was the real turnaround. I caught pneumonia in the lungs from outside in the snow, smoking dope, drinking gin, and I had pneumonia in my lungs. They called the ambulance. They rushed me to my Harriet, and that started. You know, they got me well, you know, a couple of weeks or whatever, and the doctor asked me, did I have a problem with drugs? And I'm like, why is he asking me that? Well, probably because my blood, when they took it, they seen all that stuff in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I ain't got no problem, no drugs, ain't nothing wrong with me, whatever. He said, okay, whatever. He said, well, we're gonna be letting you out in a couple of hours or whatever. And I'm like, I ain't got nowhere to go.
Wow.
This is what I'm saying. Cause remember, I done chose to be homeless. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I said, doctor, when he came back and got ready to let me go, I said, doctor, yeah, I got a problem with drugs. Man, I kid you not, man. I'm telling you, man. They rolled me up, put me in a wheelchair, took me down the elevator, out the back emergency door, rolled me down the sidewalk, and rolled me straight into Elim Center. And that's a drug. That's a drug rehab center in the Elim. Yeah, I had Elim Center.
Okay.
That was a turnaround right there.
Okay. So, in the Elim Center, how long do you think you were there?
28 days.
28 days. So, in those 28 days, did you feel like God was present with you throughout that whole time? Did you feel like He was showing you His face at that time? What was some of the things that helped you or led you to recovery at that time?
I knew it was God because I stayed the 28 days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then the people the councilmen and things that was there, they was church folk. I got a Bible now that one of them gave me when I got out.
Wow.
Yeah, I keep it because it got her name in it and everything. Miss I doubt. But she gave it to me, and I still got that Bible. But I started learning who I was. That's what a turnaround was.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that person out there that they call Cat Bill.
Yeah.
Because when I went through the recovery for them 28 days, I started finding out a whole bunch of stuff. I was just doing a lot of stuff because I was just trying to fit in, man.
Wow. Just trying to fit in. Just think about that whole thing about just trying to fit in and things you would do in your life. Because I think that was a part of some of the things that I did in my life. I just wanted to fit in, and then you saw your other brothers doing this and doing that, so it made you just want to fit in. So back to the turnaround. So after those 28 days, what started to transpire? What started to happen after that?
I got in the halfway house.
Okay.
And I got a job. Goodwill.
With the Goodwill.
With the Goodwill.
And I'm looking at that shirt and that hat.
Yes.
They got nice apparel.
But the reason I'm still there with them because they the only one gave me a chance.
That's good.
And I know that I owe them, you know. So every day I get up, I try to go and do the best I can, whatever. They don't just give you awards, so that ought to speak for itself, you know.
We're gonna talk about that award in a minute.
For when I go, but the turnaround that I was able to start having, having some a few dollars, I'm starting learning how to be a man.
Yes.
And not to mention, now I got responsibilities because now I've done become responsible.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what I'm saying? And see, now that I realize that was what I always wanted anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted somebody to be, I just wanted mine. Like I said, you want the wife. This, that, and other. Well, why you got 4 girlfriends?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the turnaround, and I got to get to Goodwill, but it was through God, working through Goodwill, that my turnaround began.
Okay.
I did a commercial for Goodwill. I'm on trucks. You can see me going down the street on the big old 18-wheeler.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I mean, just was on billboards, for a while, when we started, and that was kind of like I knew God had something for me.
He had something for you.
Yeah.
It'll turn around. God turn it around for you, brother. So in that, we talked a little bit about you met your wife.
Yeah.
And meeting your wife was a special thing, because a man that God says man shall not be alone.
That's
and
it.
what did she play a vital part in this
Man,
turnaround as well?
Look, the Bible says, "He who find a wife
Yes, sir.
find a good thing."
Yes, sir.
And if it wasn't for my wife, you know, I wouldn't be the man that I am.
Yeah.
You know, because it's some things that I just can't do, and then there's a whole lot of things that I gotta do.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it, Teddy, is that, you know, I like it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to need me. I wanted to be important to somebody too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's why all I wanted to do was be a part of something and somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and so I met her 22 years ago. We met in recovery, and you know, we played around with each other. You know, we played at the meeting and things, wherever, and then we got together, and here it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we got married. You know, and then we bought a house. We bought our house in April, and then in May we got married in the house.
In the house.
Oh, wow.
And I had my pastor at that time to come to my house, walk around the house, and then marry me in the house.
Yes, sir.
So we got married in our living room.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
good.
that's important too.
Yeah.
That's a good turnaround.
Yeah.
So, in that, man, you said that you went through going through the recovery and everything, and we talked a little bit about now you are helping young men recover. Now, let's talk a little bit about that shit. Phil.
Okay. I do a 12-step program. I also volunteer at Room at the Inn, the guest house. I've been doing it for 24 years. And I also sponsor guys, you know, and what we do is we take a meeting down to the homeless. We call it a treatment center for the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we do down there. And, you know, God had placed in my heart that the only reason that he had me going through what I was going through was because he was going to use me
Come on.
to get somebody else through what they going through.
Come on, Barry.
And see, I tried to stay in it. I wanted to stay in it. And he's like, no, this is not for you. This is just but for a season.
Yes, sir.
And now your season is up for you being in it. Now I want you to be about it.
Be about it, brother.
Yeah, and that was the real turnaround right there. Because you can't transmit something that you ain't got.
Ooh, that's a message, boy. That's a message right there. So, how many brothers you think you and y'all did this is real ministry right here. I sit back and I think about what we call doing ministry and what we doing, and you know, we go to church, we comfortable, we in praising God,
yeah.
cushion, air conditioning, you know, we're not really dealing with people. And that's the thing that we have to understand, that the church has to be real quick before we go a little bit further. Tell us a little bit the name of your church, your pastor. Give us all that information real quick.
Oh yeah, love to. Pastor Ronnie T. Mitchell.
Okay.
At the New Livingstone Baptist Church out East Nashville, 330 Hancock. They called us the Little Prominent Church.
So, brother, how many brothers do you? And it's not about the number, but I know you help a lot of brothers and a lot of people now these days. Brian, I know you do a lot in the community. Talk a little bit about what you all got coming up and some of the things that you're going to be doing and things that you're doing in the community now to let people know that the turnaround is real. And if you trust God,
Yes.
he will definitely turn it around for you, brother. So talk a little bit about that real quick.
Yeah, Ted, and you know, we also open all of our meetings with prayer, and we end them with prayer. Cause if God ain't in it, it ain't nothing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like about 12 of us guys and about 3 women. We all triple OGs. You know, we come from the street. We did some of the same stuff. You know, we all ran together. We all from Preston Taylor, West Nashville.
Yeah.
All of us. And that's where we came from. And we took a lot of stuff from the community. You know, I can speak on myself how I took food out of baby's mouth. You know, because I got their mama hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
Because see, I know if I bring her son down now, she gonna spend what she got.
Yeah.
And see, instead of her taking care of the children, then she was giving me that money, and I was going to get us some more stuff to bring it back to her. And then there we go, we still doing it, and the baby ain't eating.
Wow.
And so, you know, that's a part of my 12 step is to give back.
Yeah.
Is to make amends for the things that I did that wasn't right.
Right.
And one of the things was that we got together and we formed this, it ain't no clique or whatever, it's just a group of people came together and called themselves the Triple OGs from West Nashville. And what we do is we come back, this is our 3rd year, and it's gonna be even bigger than ever, man. I wish y'all would come. This is down at the Preston Taylor Community Center in the big field right behind the center.
Yeah.
But all is welcome. Everything is free. We got a raffle ticket for 50 inches TV. We got some 40 inches. We got a lot of clothes and shoes, and we got pianos. I mean, little organ things, and you know, small household appliances. You know, we got a lot of things going on, man.
You're feeding them for free.
All the food and drinks are for free. Okay. But now the raffle is how we continue to run our business.
Yes.
You know, because that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so we give back. Sometimes we have little events. If somebody needs something, we'll give it to them. Like we had a few funerals came up a few times ago. We send flowers from the Triple OGs.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, sir.
We help them bury their loved ones if they was off in the thing. So, and the main thing is that we want you to be able to come and have a good time and be comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's just one thing that we ask for you. If you gonna come with that mess, we ask that you don't come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know. So yeah, we doing some big things, man, and it's only by the grace of God, man, because He's keeping this thing together. You know, they always say that we can't work together.
That's it.
That's right.
Always.
But I don't believe that. Long as you got God in the front, I believe you can work together.
Yeah. So let's go back to this Impact Award, because like I told you, brother, this hour goes by fast. Let's talk about that Impact Award, and what actually happened that you was able to receive this award in your life, bro?
Well, it's a whole. You got to look at the long as I've been there. It's my story. You know, it's how I came there. You know, they done used me several times in commercials.
In commercials,
Yeah,
billboards.
billboard. Yeah, advertising. That's what I was looking for.
Right.
Yeah. I done done a lot of advertising. They even got my story printed on big poster, and it's on the wall. You know, I mean, you can just go in one of our stores and you can read about it or whatever. And you know, and then as you continue to stay there, and then you continue to help people, like, you know, and I told them when I started, I didn't start in management. They didn't hire me as a supervisor. They hired me to take in donations. I worked my way up to a supervisor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I knew that what God wanted me to do, I wasn't going to be able to do it just being a donation attendant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I oversee the same people where I started from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like I told you, you know, I go all the way to Jackson, South Jackson. I go all the way there. So, and
We was talking about
the Impact Award.
Yeah.
You know, where I made an impact on people's lives. So it comes from when somebody worked there, tell somebody how they got where they at. They usually, you know, done came through me.
So when you say got what they, what do you mean when you say got what they at? Were they delivered from?
Drugs.
Okay.
Drugs and alcohol. One guy now works for me, been there going on 4 years. Now he got an apartment. He don't use drugs,
Wow.
you know. And one that's going on 5 years working for me, he just bought him a car.
Yeah.
And I got one way from Detroit that works for me, you know, and he was on the heroin, the real bad stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, him and his wife just bought them a brand new house out of North Nashville.
Come on.
Yeah, they had it built from ground up. So, you know, all this come from, you know, God using me, you know, as a tool, you know, for these cats, man. The same way somebody gave it to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just doing they tell me what was freely given to me, I need to freely give it back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So that's where the sponsorship come in at, you know, you help them, whatever. I ain't no bank, you can't come live with me, we ain't doing none of that.
Right.
But now, what I do have, and that's this God and this recovery,
Yeah.
I can give you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you say that you're able to turn people's lives around when they come by the grace of God. You use what you went through.
Yeah.
You use the abilities that He's given you.
Testimony.
You even use, right, there we go, the testimony, the trauma that God has taken you through to later on. And I say this all the time, Mom. You hear me say this all the time. You gotta go through something for God to really, really use you. And a lot of people don't understand that. Don't get it twisted. We don't all have your story. We don't. But you said something to me earlier today when we were outside talking. You said that your story is your story, though, Ted, that everyone has their own testimony, their own stories. And Monica, I know that it's some stories that you went through and things that you went through because you're able to help someone. And that's what we're doing. That's what this is all about. That's what this show, I told you, I said, I pray that this show helps someone to think and understand that our job is to literally get out there and help someone be a better version of them, man. And I am so, like I said, so proud, man, to know you as a brother because, man, when like I say, I didn't know a lot about you until we recently started really dialoguing about a lot of things really happened in your life, brother. And when you came to me and you came to me, bring me one of your shirts for the event.
That's right.
And God spoke to me then and said, hey, that brother got a for real story that people need to hear, man. So I got to tell you this. I am so thankful, man, because a lot of people in this world don't understand. Only by your testimony will people be saved. Only by your testimony will people see the light Only by our testimonies will we be able to get out there and really, really make things, our topic turn around. And the turnaround is not always about us.
That's right.
See, turnarounds, God is going to look at us, y'all. God is going to peep at our game. He's going to, I say this so many times. If you're out there and you're a pilot and you're flying a plane, which is your life, that's all of our plane. If you don't have no passengers on your plane, you're flying for nothing. You're
That's
flying.
right.
You don't have no one that bought a ticket to your plane. And when I say bought, I mean they needed you. I say it that way. They needed you to help them make it to their next destination in life. And Goodwill did a great job with you, man.
Yes.
Goodwill showed out with you, man, because like you say, to go through what God has taken you through, to see the things that you've seen in life, and to be able to talk about it and to receive an award,
Yes.
an impact award, just to talk about the things that you're doing in life, man. Total respect of it for you, man, and I love you, man. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna let you get the last word before I get out there, so you can bless or inspire someone that needs to have someone either on their plane or to be just better in this world. So Byron Sheffield, brother, I give you the last word of tonight.
Thank you. First of all, in order to be a pilot, first of all, you got to be a student. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned is that everybody is not made to be a leader.
Wow.
Because if everybody was made to be a leader, then we wouldn't have no followers.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you're right about that.
That's good.
And some people, all they can do is follow. But see, I learned as a leader, if ain't nobody following me, then I'm just walking. Thanks for having me.
Mr. Sheffield, real quick, can you tell us the date and time of your event?
Oh yes, it's this Saturday the 28th, and we will be getting started, kicking it off about 11. It is going to dark. We probably around 80s, but we all day long.
Okay.
That's the 28th, which is this Saturday coming up
Location
at Preston Taylor Community Center in the back.
in the back.
Yeah, you can't miss it. It's gonna be cars everywhere, tents, Winnebago, everything. So when you come, just come to have fun.
So, Monica, we're gonna try to get out there just to support, go,
Yes.
and I'll call you when we on our way out
Yeah.
there, so I can, because I want to definitely come up there, shake your hand, and if I can be anything, any blessing, talk to anyone, show anything you want from me.
Just
brother.
show up. Hey, I just ask y'all, just to show up, and it's so wonderful to really meet your wife in person. Which I met her when y'all had that outing that time when them folk came out of that casket at that event,
Yeah, I remember
that church.
Yeah, I remember that. So, like I say, y'all, this has been an amazing time,
Yes,
y'all.